This video includes material of an adult's nature. There'll be a heck of a lot of swearing, and we'll be drinking a heck of a lot of alcohol. That means if you're a child, go on, go to bed, go! Viewer discretion is advised. This is the Spark, and it is raspberry frothy goodness, and you are going to love it. I think this would be a great drink if you wanted to just sack out on the couch for a while and binge read a good comic book, a good horror comic book. I have a suggestion for you. Let's read Clean Room by Gail Simone. Do you know this book? Well, we're going to talk about it today. And by the way, welcome to Morbid Mixology. I'm Catherine. I am the mistress of mixology, the baroness of the bar, the drinker of drinks, or whatever. On this show, we talk about a spooky or morbid topic, and we make a cocktail as an homage, yes? So stick around for the story, and you get a bonus recipe at the end. So, Clean Room. This is written by Gail Simone. Do you know Gail Simone? You really need to, if you like comic books. She is a prolific author, primarily through DC Comics. She's best known for writing on the Birds of Prey series, Wonder Woman, Red Sonja. I think this is her first and only horror output, but I'm hoping there's more. Not only is she a fabulous redhead, and part of, the international brotherhood of redhead Illuminati that we have in the world. It's true, we run things. But she's a fantastic troll on Twitter. Like, first grade. She has a blood feud going with fellow writer Tom Taylor that is hilarious. So if you're not following her on Twitter, do yourself a favor and do so. But, Clean Room, it started in 2015 and it ran for 18 issues. I have seen where Gail Simone has tweeted that she is working on more, but I haven't heard anything lately. I think that's probably because this was published under the Vertigo label at DC. Vertigo has unfortunately since shut down. They've gone a new direction with DC Black Label. That's kind of a new, kind of adult horror label. They've been publishing a lot of Sandman lately, Joe Hill books. They rather infamously published a series of Batman, and in the first issue they showed his penis. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. Look it up. But starting with Clean Room, Clean Room centers around a self-help organization, or self-help organization. You know, the ones that kind of read like a cult from the outside. It's very Scientology-esque. Reads a bit like Heaven's Gate or Jonestown, too. And we all know, like, these are full-on cults, and they're every flavor of crazy, right? I mean, think about it. There's all the extraterrestrial stuff, the conspiracy theories, the funny tracksuits, the weird names they call each other. It's all totally fake, right? Right? Well, what if it's not? What if there is a self-help guru, like Astrid Mueller in this book, that actually truly knows that something really weird and bad is going on, and she's actually trying to help the world? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. This is a Gail Simone book. She's not going to give us what we expect. She's going to shake stuff up. So that's what you're going to get from this book. But the book starts out with a journalist. Her name's Chloe, and she's really going through the shit. Her fiancé actually started reading some of Astrid Mueller's self-help manuals, and it apparently drove him mad, and he committed suicide, sadly. Chloe is very upset by this. She herself attempts suicide. She survives. But then things start to get really weird. As if things aren't bad enough after losing her fiancé, she starts to see stuff. If you're grieving, you're depressed, there's all sorts of psychological things that happen to you and that we understand, but seeing pink demon entities is not usually in the grief playbook. So something really weird is going on. And she doesn't know this at the beginning, but Astrid Mueller, our cult leader / guru, she sees them too. She survived an early childhood trauma where a man actually hit her with his car. She survived and immediately started seeing these entities too, even in her own father. Disturbing. So it's this connection, this personal seeing these entities that actually gets Chloe through the gates of this strange cult foundation and gets her into the mysterious clean room. So what is the clean room? If you think about a clean room, it's usually something where they're doing some scientific study, where you have to wash from top to bottom, have to put on a funny outfit with booties and a helmet so that you don't contaminate anything. And it's sort of like this. It's a big white room that you go into. But there's a lot of really mysterious equipment, almost otherworldly. And what happens in there is completely bonkers. What she does is she brings people in there and she can actually see and interact with their worst nightmares. And we're not talking just, going to school naked. No, these are worse. These feature some of those pink, nasty demons that like to talk dirty and are nasty. Like, it's bad, right? Really creepy stuff. And Chloe sees this all, and we're all wondering, what is going on? What are these entities? Is this cult really what it seems? What the hell? What is going on, Gail Simone? So I don't want to spoil the whole thing for you. There are lots of secrets that I haven't talked about, but I do want you to pick up this book, and there are a couple good reasons for that. First of all, it's an excellent example of body horror. What is body horror? Well, it's basically what it says on the can. It's basically horror that's derived from the mutilation or mutation of the human form. And there's a lot of that here. If you're looking for examples of good body horror, you might check out The Thing, The Fly, or even Reanimator. But these entities, when they interact with the human body, some pretty nasty stuff happens. Yeah. There's an incident in the clean room with a face that... yeah, you're not going to thank me for that. Oh, and then there's Pony Man. You're really not going to thank me for that either. But if you're a fan of body horror, please go here for this. Another good reason is, all of this wouldn't be as fun if the art wasn't delightfully grotesque. The artists in this book are fantastic. John Davis Hunt starts it out, and these entities are beautiful. Things are full-on grotesque. It's all fantastic. You definitely want to check out the book for that. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the best thing about the entire book, Spark. Yes, that's what our drink is named after today, Spark. Spark is an entity, but he is the goodest boy, 10 out of 10. You will love him. He actually plays a very important role in the book. So not only is he adorable, but he's also kind of a hero in the end. Not to spoil everything, but you will love Spark. Spark is the best. Spark is one of my favorite characters. One more thing too, because this book did come to an end, it does come to an ending. So, you can go through all of these lovely books and actually have an ending to it, which is always nice. Sometimes these things get cut off and we don't get an ending. So, if you want your ending, here you go. Sadly, I have heard that these are out of print, but they are available digitally, or you might get lucky at a used bookstore. So I hope you'll check those out. Now, I've talked a lot. I think I know what you want next. Yes, you want to make your very own Spark. So let's go to the bar and let's make one, shall we? See you at the bar. Hello and welcome to the bar. Yes, the bar. The happiest place in the entire room, because you will learn how to make your own Spark here. I know you want it. Let's get started. You see, I have a parade of ingredients and goujas. First, we're going to start with a ½ ounce of lemon juice. Next, what could this be? This is egg white. I used it from a bottle that I bought at the grocery store. I did not fuck around with an egg. If you've ever tried in baking to separate the yolk from the white, nah, no one's got time for that. This is 1.5 ounces. I'm going to include that in there. This is going to make it frothy and delightful, and you'll love it, I promise. Next ingredient. Looky at this. This is Chambord. This is French. Ooh la la. This is black raspberry, and it is delightful. So we are going to put in 1 ounce of it. Also, it's really good on top of a margarita. Life hack. There we go. I have the small bottle because I have to pay rent this month. I, however, have bought the Girl Scout troop size of Stolichnaya vodka. As one does, we will use 2 ounces of that. As far as this channel is concerned, there is no other vodka out there. These are not the droids you're looking for. Do not cross-glow. Do not collect $200. Alright. And if you like other vodkas, you're wrong. Now, you may have seen that I've been putting this in a mason jar, not a perfectly good shaker. What could I be thinking? Have I lost my mind? Probably. But we're going to do what's called a dry shake. A dry shake sounds kind of dirty, but it just means there's no ice in here. This will make the egg white nice and fluffy. So we need to shake this for about 20 to 30 seconds to make sure that it is fluffy. So let's go. Whew! Alright. Now that is nicely shook, I'm going to put this in. See? It's already nice and fluffy. You see that? How pretty. Alright. I've had my coupe glass with ice in it to make it nice and chill, because I'm a fancy bitch. Toss that in there. We're just going to do another quick shake with this. Pop for good luck. Alright, there we go. Now, the reason I didn't do that in the shaker is when I tried it before, it went everywhere. It made a god-awful mess. The mason jar kept everything nicely in. The other did not. Because when you put ice in this, it makes things nice and cool. There's a nice cold seal. There you go. Alright, so, finishing off our drink. Look at the froth. Look at the pink. Oh my gosh. Pretty? Yes. Impressive? Yes. Let's try it. That is really delightful. I love the raspberry taste in that, and I do love the vodka. Always love the vodka. So there you have it, the spark. So thank you for joining us. Be sure you're keeping hydrated. Don't drink anything I wouldn't drink. I'll see you here next time. Bye.